And we welcome you to Harwood Arena on the campus of Kean University as we get set for women's volleyball action, the start of the New Jersey Athletic Conference action between the Kean Cougars and the visiting Redhawks from Montclair State University. The Cougars come in with a record of 4 wins and 2 losses, while Montclair State is 8-2 on the season. Again, this is the opening night games. The Cougars come off the 2 victories that we watched here on Saturday in that tri-match where they defeated Mount St. Mary College from New York, beat them 3-1, and then took 3 straight from the College of New Rochelle. So the Redhawks in their rude red uniforms, they'll be to the left of your screen in this first set, while the Cougars will be to your right in their white uniforms. Alisa Baptiste is set to serve here, and we are all ready to go here in the first set here from Harwood Arena. Nice block there by the Redhawks at the net. Trying to slip that one past, and that will be a point awarded to the Cougars. Jen Espinal will serve, the sophomore outside hitter from Elizabeth, New Jersey. 1-0 Cougars. Nice block by Hansen there at the net. That's 2 points now for the Cougars. Espinal will once again do the serving. There's Hansen. Nice kill there by Hansen. Middle hitter from Edison, New Jersey. Went to Edison Township High School, and the Cougars have jumped out to a 3-0 lead. That'll be a point for Montclair State. Their first here in the first set. Hooper with the error there on the serve. Gives the Cougars a 4-1 lead here in the first set. That one kept alive and blocked at the net, but not able to get it over. And Cougars jump out to a 5-1 lead. Amanda Gonzalez. And there's the block there. Nice block at the net by Caitlin Hansen. And Montclair State is going to have to call a timeout. Cougars with a quick start. They lead it 6-1. Opening set here Cougar is ready to serve. There is Gonzalez who will serve again. And let's see, that one is going to stay in, says the official. Be a point for Montclair State to make it 6-2. Redhawks to serve. There's Caitlin Irwin who will serve for the Redhawks. That one blocked at the net, and let's see. They will say that the point will go to the Cougars. That'll give the serve to Caitlin Hansen at a 7-1 win, 7-1 lead, I should say, for the Cougars. That one just outside the line, and the error on the serve makes it 7-3. Cougars have done well on serves with 57 aces. They have had 55 errors coming into this game. So Montclair with that point pulled it within 3, 7-4. So the Redhawks doing better after that timeout called. And another point there. Good job there by the Redhawks. Now it's 7-5. It's Brackett ready to serve. The line drive serve there. Rachel Wells. Violation there for Montclair, and so the Cougars once again will serve, leading 9-5. First team of 25 wins a set. Nice volley here by both teams. And the block at the net there, but Cougars will get the point. And it's now 10-5. Cougars up on top, and set number 1. And there's another kill there for the Cougars, number 17. So Peterson from Scotts Plains. And it's 11-5. Cougars on top, make it 12-5 Cougars. Cougars have won 3 first sets, losing 3. Opened up the season with 4 matches. There's a kill there for Scotts Plains. Looked like thought it was number 17, but maybe number 7 as a glance down onto the court. So 12-6, Cougars on top. Block at the net there for the Raiders, who stay close at 12-7. Best 3 out of 5 sets. Not able to get that one over in the 4 hits, and Montclair State has cut the lead, but there's the error on the serve. Yeah, Montclair State trailing the Cougars 13-8. Nice dig there, but not able to get it across. $14 points on the board for the Cougars, and they will serve. Peterson. And now a timeout called by the Cougars. Kean University with a 15-8 lead. Kean Cougars on top here in the first set against the Red Hawks of Montclair State University. Opening night for New Jersey Athletic Conference action. So now 15-9. Serve for Montclair State. Patrico. And there's the kill there. Elizabeth DeGroot with the save, with the kill there. So 16-9. The Cougars on top. Have to get it over on this hit. And not able to. So 17-9. The Cougars on top. And it'll be Samantha Sacco to serve for the Cougars. And there's a kill on the left side for Montclair State. Cougars still with a 7-point lead here in the first set. A try there by Coper, number 11. But Espinal will get the serve, and an 18-10 lead for the Cougars here in in the first. That'll be too far. Trying to sneak it, get it past the back line there. 18-11. With the serve coming up. That'll be out. So the error on that serve there makes it 19-11. Serve coming up. Amanda Gonzalez is serve for the Cougars. And the Redhawks trying to hang in, trailing 19-12. Ready for the serve there is Irwin. And that's too far. Cougars hit the 20 mark. 20-12. The Cougars on top, looking for a opening night win. There's an ace put in there by Caitlin Hansen for the Cougars. (21-12) Cougars. That one skips off the net. Blocked at the net there, but not able to get it across. Peterson. So the point for the Redhawks. Cougars still have a commanding lead here, 21-13. Served by the Redhawks. Blocked at the net. They'll say it's point for the Redhawks, who now trail 21-14. That'll be too far. 22-14. The Cougars on top. Another block at the net by the Cougars, and that one will be out of bounds. Point for the Redhawks. Cougars with a 22-15 lead. That's too far again. It's 23-15. Cougars now 1 point away from a first set victory. And that will be the set winner for the Cougars as they win it 25-15. So two teams will switch sides. Opening night, New Jersey Athletic Conference women's volleyball action. The Cougars with a 1-0 set lead. ready to start the second set after the Cougars win set number 1, 25 to 15. Cougars now to the court side to your left. And the Redhawks on the right. And that will be off the hands of the Redhawks. Point for the Cougars. Start out the second set. Best 3 out of 5 with Kean, of course, having to get to first team to 25. Have to win by 2. And that'll be too far. 2-0. The Cougars on top. Montclair, 8-2 overall. Cougars have played 2 matches. They were both played here on Saturday at home. There's an error by the Cougars. 2 matches at home that they won during that tri-match. They were down in Irving, Texas to start out the season. Split 4 matches. That will stay in. Will be out. So tied up at 2 as we're early here in the second set at Harwood Arena. Nice job there at the net by Daniela Salermo. So Montclair State takes a 3-2 lead. Block at the net. That one, though, out of bounds, and it's a 4-2 lead for Montclair State to try to tie this match up in sets. Now they take a 5-5 lead, and very quickly, Don Perkins of the Cougars, head coach, calls for a timeout with the Cougars trailing in the second set 5-2. They lead 1-0. 5-2. Cougars trail here as Patrica will serve for Montclair State University. The Redhawks blocked at the net there by Montclair State. They've won 8 of 10 matches. That stays in. 5-3. Cougars pulled within 2. And there's an ace there for Espinal for the Cougars. It's their first ace of the game. Brings the Cougars to within 1. There's another kill there. That stays in. Cougars now have come back with 3 straight points and have tied up the score at 5-5. It's going to be tough here. They got to get it over, and they do. Good job by the Red Hawks there, and there's the kill there by number 11, Caitlin Hansen, for the Cougars. The junior from Edison, and the Cougars, who trailed 5-2 now with 4 straight, have taken a 6-5 lead. Espinal to serve, and that's going to be an error on the serve. So we're tied up at 6 apiece. Serve coming up now for the Red Hawks. That'll be too far. Red Hawks back up on top 7-6. Hansen able to put it in between. So we're tied up at 7, a very competitive second set here. That will be out of bounds. Ace there for Gonzalez. And right back with an error. Now serve 3 aces in this match so far for the Cougars. 1 for the Red Hawks. And that will be off hand of Katie Shue. Montclair State. As we go back and forth here, Montclair State regains the lead. That one might have went out of bounds if the Cougars had let it go. That one will be out of bounds. And so the Red Hawks now back up by a couple of points. 10-8 here in the second set. Nice play there to put it in between. Kill there for Peterson. Hansen set to serve. Shue not able to reach out to get that one. 11-9. Serve for the Red Hawks. Peterson with the kill. That brings the Cougars to within 1. Right, back up to that 2-point advantage for Montclair State. Montclair State is picked to finish 6th in the 9-team New Jersey Athletic Conference. The Cougars. That will be a point for Montclair State. The Cougars will finish 11-21 last year. Are picked to finish 4th. They did receive one vote to win the conference. Richard Stockton got 7 first-place votes, 7 out of 9 to come in first place. Ramapo got a first-place vote, picked to finish 2nd. Rowan is a dark horse, picked to finish 3rd, while the Cougars who got that other one first-place vote at number 4. And as I mentioned, Montclair State picked to finish 6. Cougars now find themselves down by 4, 15-11. Toper to serve here for Montclair State. First team to 25 gets the victory in the set. Another point there for Montclair State. They now lead at 16-11 here in the second set. Montclair managed 15 points in the first set. Blocked there at the net. Like that was Angela Campo, just a 5'7" sophomore. And it's 17-11. Montclair State is on top. Hanson made the block. Check that. I think Rachel Wells, number 10, who made the block. Wells, a 6-foot freshman for the Cougars. 17-12. Cougars trailing Montclair State, but we have Sacco serve for the Cougars. Gets credit for an ace there. So Sacco. Will go again with the serve. Cougars within 4 points now of Montclair State. Point again for Montclair State, and they will lead at 18-13 here in the second set. Ready to serve there is Rodrigo. Confusion there by the Cougars. They able to get it over. Another point coming up for the Cougars. So they trailed 18-14. And there's the error. Espinal mentioned that was one of the things that plagued the Cougars early. Coming in at 55 errors to their opponent's 30 on service errors. 19-14, and Montclair State is on top, but there will be an error there for Montclair State. Cougars looking to rally here in the second set. They won the first set 25-15. That one is blocked. 19-16 now, and Montclair State calls a timeout. Cougars down by 3. Getting ready to serve, Alex Dennison. Cougars down by 3, 19-16. Up against Montclair State University in this NJAC contest, opening night for NJAC action, women's volleyball. Tried to just lift that one over. Nice try there. Laying out on the floor there was Peterson. So Montclair State has hit the 20 mark. Cougars still only down by 4 here in the second set. Hanson. Kill there to Poor. 21-16. Montclair State. They get ready to serve. Salermo to serve for Montclair State. Good job there at the net by the Cougars. They stay close. Going by 4 points. 21-17. And there's another kill there for (22-17). Get it over with this hit, and that's going to be too far. (22-18). Dig there by Montclair State. Blocked at the net by Peterson. 23-18. Montclair State looking to tie us up here in Sept. So we're in the second set. That'll be an error. Cougars looking to make a little run here. Another service error by the Cougars, so game point here for Montclair State. And that will be the game. So Montclair State wins the second set, 25-19. So we are tied up at 1 set apiece. as we get set for the third. Ready for the third set. Cougars will be to the right on your screen, while Montclair State to the left. Cougars won the first set 25-15. Montclair State comes back to win the second set 25-19. And the two teams get ready to go here. Looks like Montclair State will have the opening serve here as we get started. Set number 3 here at Harwood Arena on the campus of Kean University. Women's volleyball, New Jersey Athletic Conference action, opening night. Teams start out well here. Hansen. Good job at the net that time by the Cougars. So they lead it 1-0. Now 2-0. The Cougars on top. And now the Cougars, a little confusion there by the Red Hawks. Cougars able to jump out to a 3-0 lead here. 4-0. The Cougars on top. Montclair State is going to call a very quick timeout here. 4-0 Cougars lead it here. We're tied up at 1 in the third set. Ready for the serve for the Cougars. And that'll be the first points of the third set for Montclair State. They'll get the serve. Angela Campo ready to serve for Montclair State. Just able to get that one in. Good hustle there by the Red Hawks. But the point goes to the Cougars. And they lead it 5-1. The Cougars will not be back home again until a week from this Thursday, the 20th. It could be their next home match. And they'll take on Rutgers Newark in another battle of the NJAC. (5-2). Cougars on top. Blocked there at the net by Montclair State. Red Hawks now down 5-2 to the Cougars. Let's see, did that stay in? No, it did not. That was just a bit too long. The official took a nice long look at that one before deciding that it was out of bounds. Three-point lead for the Cougars. Point to the Red Hawks. And I'll make it 6-4. Cougars on top. That's into the net. A 7-4 lead for the Cougars. Back come the Red Hawks, 7-5. Cougars on top. And there's an ace there for Montclair State. Alicia Baptiste. And the Cougar lead is now down to just 1 point. at 7-6. Blocked at the net. Eight 6. The Cougars on top. And 8-7. Red Oxbow within a point. That stayed in. Nine 7. Cougars on top. We're in the third set here from Harwood Arena. Montclair State University. Here at Harwood Arena to take on the Cougars. NJAC action, women's volleyball. So Hanson not able to get that one. 9-8. Cougars on top. Point for the Cougars. Moving back their 2-point lead here in the third set. Let's see, that one out of bounds. Montclair State within 1 point. Campo ready to serve. That one is out of bounds. Point to the Cougars. First team to 25 will win, and the team that wins this set will take a 2-1 lead. Another point there for the Cougars as they lead it 12-9 over Montclair State. 4-2 Cougars. Pearson. As volley set up by both these teams now. blocked at the net. And again, a block that time by Hansen. And the kill there by Baptiste. Both teams working hard for that point. That'll go to Montclair State. Poor will serve for Montclair State. 12-10, the Cougars are on top. Going on the net there. There's Hansen. I believe is over the net. Was called against the. So it was Hansen who was called for going over the net. And there's the error. And that one went straight into the net. So 13-10. Cougars on top, and Hansen will serve. Just did get that one over. Blocked at the net by the Cougars. So 14-10. Cougars. And it's Peterson, number 17 for the Cougars. So they open up a 5-point advantage at 15-10 here in the third set. Hansen again. That's his second ace for Hansen. Montclair State wants to call timeout. Cougars ahead 16-10. Cougars on top here in the third set. Hansen ready to serve, and that's another ace for Hansen. That's her third ace of the game. 17-10 now. That one will be too far. Service error for the Cougars, 17-11. The Cougars are on top. Kean University winning the first set 25-15. Montclair State with a 25-19 advantage. That one goes off of shoe. 25-19. Montclair State won the second set, 17-12 here in the third set. kill for Baptiste. (17-13). The Cougars on top. Patterson. Now, Redhawks back to within 3. Timeout call by Don Perkins of the Cougars, who lead at 17-14. Montclair State will serve. They trail the Cougars 17-14 as Caitlin Irwin ready to serve. Now that's going to be a service error. They'll make it 18-14. Got it over, and that'll be another point for the Cougars. 19-14, Kean University. Blocked at the net. Points for the Cougars. Try to go up 2-1 in sets here. In fact, Peterson, I believe, got that. There's Peterson. Shu keeps it up alive there. Again, it's Baptiste. 20-15. Cougars up on top. Baptiste from Manahawkin, a senior. So, got the serve there for Montclair State. Blocked there, and again, they play at the net by Montclair State. McNish, number 18, the freshman in there making the block. And the Redhawks have pulled within 4, and now they're within 3. 20-17 here in the third. Baptiste. And 20-18 as the Redhawks have made a run at the Cougars. Trail by 2. They're in the third. Break that little run there by the Redhawks. And the Cougars with a 21-18 lead over Montclair State. Blocked there at the net by the Cougars, 22-18. Cougars on top. That time, weren't able to get it past the front net. Salermo, number 16, made the block at the net, and she will be making a serve there. There's Salermo. Salermo again, and it's 22-20. Cougars up on top. First team at 25. Remember, you have to win by 2 points. Try to sneak that one down low. Now they have to get it over, and will do so, but it's out of bounds. 23-20. Seems like every time the Redhawks in this set have gotten close, they have made a few key errors. (23-20). Blocked there by Hansen. Blocked again. That one will make its way over. That one will fall in. 24-20. This is for the set. Point for the Cougars. And that's it's out, and the Cougars. Wait a second. So that would be a point for Montclair instead. Be for Montclair, so it's 24-21. So the Cougars stay alive. Now that'll be the winner. 25-21. The Cougars win the third set. They lead it 2-1, and we'll head to the fourth as they switch sides. Ready to begin the fourth set here. Cougars ahead 2-1 in sets. Katie Shue will serve here for the Cougars to open up the fourth set. Cougars won the first set 25-15. And it was Montclair State winning 25-19. Cougars with a 25-21 win in the third. That was out of bounds. Well, apparently it was not out of bounds. It'll be a point for Montclair State as they lead it 1-0. Into the net there, 2-0 Montclair State. So the Redhawks will have to win this set to force the fifth and deciding set. Cougars can win it here, and that's going to be too hard there. I was going to say is that's say that actually stayed in. And it'll make it 3-1. Cougars trail by a couple. Now they reset the scoreboard. And make it 3-1. That'll be a point for the Cougars. It's 3-2. Montclair State is ahead here as we play the fourth set here at Harwood Arena, campus of Kean University. Cougars hosting Montclair State and NJAC women's volleyball action. That's a nice touch there, just dropping it off. Salermo, a sophomore from Ramsey, 4-2. Montclair State with the early lead. Block there at the net. That one just managed to get over, and the point for the Cougars. They trail 4-3. And that's an error on the serve. 5-3. And ready to serve there. There's Irwin. And that's going to be a service error there. Make it 5-4. Cougars still trail by 1. They will have the serve there. That one tips off the net. And just managed to get over and get the point for the Cougars. We're now tied up this fourth set at 5-5. The whistle there, and I believe the Cougars might have reached over. We'll give the point to Montclair State and give the Redhawks a 6-5 lead. give the Red Hawks a 2-point advantage here in the fourth set. Kelsey Brackett, the serve. That point for Cougars. We're within one. That's 7-6. Sacco ready to serve. Montclair State gets that lead back up to 2. 8-6 here in the fourth. Kill there along the right side for the Cougars. Amanda Gonzalez with the kill. 8-7. Montclair State. Now we're tied up at 8 apiece. Cougars win this, they get their third straight victory here at home. They're 4-2 overall. 2-0 at home. There. 2-point advantage. Cougars are 2-1 on neutral sites. And the service error there. 10-9 is our score. Cougars will serve. Good job there. They just dunked that one in. Moreno. So we're tied up at 10 apiece. Cougars go up 11-10. Well, this set looking a lot like that third set where they went back and forth, and the Cougars finally won it by 25-21 count. Kill there by Hansen. Breaks the tie. 9 kills for Hansen in this matchup. She has the most of any player here tonight. And there's the service error again. Cooper has 7 kills to lead Montclair State. Tapor will serve. And a service error. Seems like once one team goes ahead, they get that error in there. Give the other team an opportunity. 13-all here in the fourth set. That will stay in. And Montclair State goes back on top, 14-13. As I mentioned, the Cougars will be on the road for a while. Won't be back here until the 20th. That's a week from Thursday. Tied up at 14 apiece on the 20th. Rutgers Newark will be here. That actually will be the final home game of the month of September. And things will finally really start picking up in October. And the NJAC playoffs, top 4 teams. Semifinals on November 1st, and Saturday the finals on the 3rd. Kept alive there. Cougars with a 1-point advantage. And that stays in. Good job by the Cougars. They lead at 16-14, and Montclair State is going to take a timeout. 16-14, the Cougars on top. (16-14), the Cougars on top, fourth set. And out of the timeout by Montclair, play resumes. And that's blocked there by the Cougars. That's a big play there for Peterson, number 17. (17-14). Another block there by the Cougars. That time it's Gonzalez. Cougars open up a lead of 18-14. Once again, it's Gonzalez. 19-14, and again, Montclair State calls a timeout. Cougars get set. To serve here, leading 19 to 14. Nice move there. That was a good play by the Cougars. 20. 14. And there's the service error. To 15. Cougars on top. 21 to 15. Cougars. Cougars trying to win this set and take the 3-1 victory. They won the first set 25-15. Dropped the second set 25-19. And a 25-21 win in the third set. Make it 2-1 and now lead here 21-15. Sacco ready for the serve. A little discussion going on at the scorers table. Now we have everything set up here. Shoe, 21-16. We're still with a 5-point advantage here in the fourth set. That'll be out. 21-17. Montclair State hanging around here in this fourth set. Twenty-two 17. Cougars lead. Now 3 points away from victory. To 18. Serve here for the Red Hawks. All of a sudden now Montclair State is within 3 points, 22-19. They need to win this to force a fifth and deciding set. There's Shoe, and that one is in. But check that, Hansen. 23-19, the Cougars. Dennison to serve. Dennison gets the Cougars within 1 here, 24-19. First ace for Dennison. And that's going to be too far, and the Cougars win it 25-19. And they win it 3-1 over Montclair State, opening night for New Jersey Athletic Conference women's volleyball. Cougars now 5-2 on the season, 1-0 in the NJAC. Montclair State falls to 8-3 there, 0-1 in NJAC action. We'll see you back here tomorrow, 7:30. We'll have women's soccer action. as the Cougars will be in action tomorrow evening. Till then, so long, everybody.